The biggest applause is for you.
Talking in these microphones is like being in the largest dream sequence I've ever had.
True.
Yeah.
Because everything I say,
I had no idea what they said. Just was like,
It's
what?
amazing.
Okay, thank you.
that's exactly what it sounds like on the set. So, you have to be there. No.
So we have a few we have some questions actually for you guys that we're gonna ask, and then we're gonna have the audience do some Q&A with you all. And just a little bit, I'll let you know when you can line up. We're gonna have 2 mics up here. Please do not line up quite yet. We will get to that in just a minute. First question for you guys. We did the world premiere for the English dub last night, which was really amazing. But you guys also went to the world premiere of the movie, the subtitle version. The first time anyone in the world watched it, when we did that in April this past year in Hollywood. What was that experience like for you guys? I mean, it was incredible because we had the Japanese guests there. We had not only the English voice actors, but we had Nozawa from Japan, the voice of the Japanese voice of Goku as well. So, Sean,
Yeah,
start at the end.
I can finally hear you. They turned up the monitor on this side.
Couldn't hear you.
Couldn't hear you. So it's just like, what?
That's the question.
Oh, there it is. So the question is, what was the experience like for the Hollywood premiere in April? It's unprecedented and unheard of. Like, I don't think it's ever happened, and you guys are all part of, helping to make this a history of anime going mainstream, so to speak, and being in the theater. Masuka Nozawa was there, and that was just, now I can hear myself way a whole bunch. Wow, it's like being at work. So it was an unbelievable, like, dreamlike experience to walk the red carpet with the legendary Masuka Nozawa, and I couldn't have been happier. So it was a very rewarding and I would call it a bucket list experience for me, for certain.
Yeah, it was very strange for me because they had not announced that I was going to be voicing Frieza for the movie. So people kept going, why are you here? What is he doing here? So it was very strange, but I was so excited to see it and so excited to sit in the audience with so many Dragon Ball fans. It was wonderful.
I thought it was just such an honor to be invited to their premiere to start with.
Yeah.
The fact that they even think about us is really impressive, because a lot of us, who work on this show, it is very important to us, and we know how important it is to you. But when we start translating that into what do these guys in Japan think about us? I never really even thought they thought twice about us, frankly. It was like, oh, yeah, it's dubbed into English, it's dubbed into Spanish, it's dubbed into whatever.
But apparently you've gotten their attention.
Absolutely.
Someone actually told us that they really love the job that we do on the dub because we commit to it so hard.
Yeah.
It's a direct quote. So.
That's very cool.
You stole my answer. No, it was really impressive that I thought members of Toei, they really almost embraced us into the family. And I think after 20 years of doing this, that was a huge kind of, I guess, pat on the back. But moreover, I think that it's more than just our commitment and our effort. I think it's also the fact that the U.S. and North American fan base has been so incredible throughout this whole thing.
And loyal.
Dedication and loyalty that you guys have. And the loyalty is actually shared not just with the fans, but also with the cast members who have been doing it for 20 years and continuously coming back no matter their level of improvement they've made in their own careers.
So again, harping on that fact of you guys being some of the most passionate Dragon Ball Z fans in the world, that it's recognized here. I mean, this is a Japanese creative property. It's been around for 25 years or so, and that it's so important, not to just the US, but for worldwide culture, but here it's so big. I mean, look at you guys here. Cosplayers, actually, I want to give you props.
Yeah,
Stand up.
cosplayers were amazing.
You're cosplaying from Dragon Ball Z.
Wow.
Stand up.
Wow.
Good stuff going on here.
Oh, yeah.
These guys out in the audience.
Now, fight to the death! Put on entertainment!
This is going to be awesome.
Lock my door!
I love it, and the lights go red.
Did you get out your didgeridoo?
That's what happened. All right, sorry.
Sorry. We get a little bit carried away. So.
Microphones can only be in front of us for so long before that happens.
So let's talk a little bit about the theatrical event coming up here, happening August 4th through 12th. This is pretty much the largest theatrical release Funimation's ever done. It's one of the biggest for anime in general.
Wait, I have to interject. Who Here's why I think they need to go see this. I have a specific reason I want everyone to go see this movie, other than the other reasons that are standard, which is it is awesome, it is the sequel, it's Dragon Ball. The reason I want everyone to go out to see it en masse is I want this movie to do more money at the box office than Dragon Ball Evolution did, and I know you do too.
Yeah.
That's the final reason why you should go see this, and I think they can. So
Yeah.
there's your answer. If you want to say screw you to that, go to the movie over and over and over.
Absolutely.
Sorry to interrupt, Justin.
Good, that was good.
And if more than 200 people can go see it, we will win.
When exactly did you lose control of this panel?
I never
The
asked.
second we walked on
The
this
minute they decided to put us on it,
It's true, it's very true.
Weeks ago, I lost control.
What were you saying, Justin?
So, with this theatrical release, what do you think it really means, though, for not just Dragon Ball Z, but for anime in theaters? I mean, a lot of us, actually all of us, I guess, work on not just Dragon Ball Z, but many different anime titles. And Dragon Ball Z is really paving the way for something like this to happen. What do you guys think this is going to do for anime?
It's gonna pave the way.
Answer the question.
I think that this movie, and just like last year with Battle of Gods, I think what this is an opportunity for us to do as anime fans is to prove to the mass, public out there that anime is a very real type of entertainment. It's one that this audience wants, and we want
Absolutely.
it. We want it in droves, and this is an opportunity to prove that to the world, to the public, to the world.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys are way pavers, is what you are. No, that's
Very true.
There you go.
Do you guys want to see more anime in the theaters?
Yeah! Let's hear it.
Good. Just want to make sure.
He's taking notes.
It's been funny if they all said no.
You're like, boo, no more anime in the theater, boo. I want to stay at home.
it's too good. I can't handle that.
So we're going to ask the question that a lot of people are asking right now. It's very relevant for the time. We did Battle of the Gods last year, Resurrection F this year. Where do you see Toriyama taking the series in Dragon Ball Super? I mean, we haven't seen anything really from it.
To the next series, which is going to be called Dragon Ball Super Duper.
Dragon Ball Z Shibboleth.
I'm hoping to see them expand on what we're starting to learn about the Super Saiyan God thing that we learned about the gods. You're going to learn a bit more about it in Resurrection F, but still we don't know a lot about where it comes from, what it means. I'd like to see Vegeta's mustache again. His moustache, I mean.
I also think, though, they really opened up the universe in Battle of Gods.
Yeah.
Started talking about some of the wider
We're going to
worlds.
see other places.
Yeah.
Going places. We're going places with this series.
Well, he mentions there are several other of these destruction gods, all
That's true.
scattered all over the universe.
Yeah.
And I wonder if they're going to have to collect them like Dragon Balls in order to fight someone awesome or something. Who knows?
It's a fleet of cats like yours.
Yes. So Goku's going to become a crazy cat lady.
Totally. I'll be a crazy cat lady.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
What I'm hoping is that
Science proved cats are assholes, by the way. Oh wait, did I just say that out loud? I'm sorry. It was on Facebook, so therefore it's true. I did see an article about that, though. Okay, sorry. Let's do the panel.
I think I'd like to see Whis actually fight.
I would
I'd like
too.
to see Whis fight and power up into
Yes.
something insane.
Yeah.
What if Whis has like food moves, like Super Sunday Blast or whipped cream?
Double Sunday was my move!
That's right. There you go.
Whis betrayed me!
Yeah.
Resurrection R.
I'm ready for it.
Return of Records.
Oh, I was thinking Raccoon.
Oh, Raccoon. That's right.
So, us at Funimation, we're really excited about the series. We don't know really much about it yet, and we're just like you guys, and just anticipating to see what happens, and maybe one time we'll get to work on it as well. We're not doing anything with it officially right now, so...
So this question was like totally pointless then, right? Okay.
I thought it'd be really funny if Dragon Ball Super was actually just Dragon Ball GT and they put it in we just decided to give it a different name.
Yeah. They just repackaged it. But that'd be
I'm
awesome.
Goku joking, guys. Come on.
It's
Not
4th of
over
July,
Reddit.
not April Fool's Day, Sabbath.
I'm sorry.
It's gonna be all over Reddit. We're in trouble.
Christopher Sabat was killed today outside of the expo hall at Anime Expo.
So I know you guys probably have a lot of questions for these guys. Got something you want to do? So we have actually 2 mics set up. Be very orderly. Be
Speak very
nice.
clearly.
We have the mics. If I can get our Funimation staff to help man the mics as well. Please, guys, go ahead and line up now. No running. No running.
Don't run over people!
And
You're gonna have to punch him back to see how strong you are first.
He said no running.
before we get
Let's
started.
just assume that like 10.
Yeah.
Right.
So before we get started with the Q&A, I do have a few ground rules here. This is a Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F panel. Please keep the questions related to the Dragon Ball franchise. I know a lot of these guys work on a lot of different stuff. We want to kind of talk about the movie, talk about Dragon Ball specifically. Please don't ask right now for photos, autographs, voicemails, or just repeatedly saying character lines over and over. We want to make sure we try to get to as many people's questions as possible, especially if you have really insightful, really valid questions. Please also, this is not a Funimation industry panel, so it's not about like what Funimation is going to be licensing, what new series, what OVAs, and all that stuff. That is not a thing we're discussing on this panel. So with that out of the way, let's get started.
Actually, let's focus a little bit more. Let's just try and keep these questions just to the Garlic Jr. saga. Just Garlic Jr. saga questions. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and get started.
I love the faces like,
They're like, I don't remember any of those.
Half the line leaves. We can't ask these questions we want to ask.
Back to Resurrection X, F. Does Krillin live?
Does Krillin live?
Spoilers.
Question. I don't know, can we answer that question?
Has Krillin ever died?
Yeah.
Well, there's a good chance then.
Okay, this way. The end of the movie, you may have to start retallying all these death counts across the board. We don't know what's going to happen, but things do happen. They do that way.
Things happen.
You will find out when you watch it in theaters, August 7th through the 12th, or 4th. Dragon Ball, man. 7 Dragon Balls all day long. Anyway, pop over here.
Couple things. I would like to know how Frieza gets that powerful in that short amount of time.
what makes you think it's a short amount of time?
From when he turns Golden Frieza to when he gets resurrected to becoming Golden Frieza.
There's actually a it's explained there's a 6-month gap where he's working out and training.
So they don't
First time he's ever
show.
had to train. You don't see it, but it's 6 months between his resurrection and when he comes to Earth, and he spends all that time training.
And who wants to see Super Saiyan God Broly?
I know.
All right, next question right here.
In almost every movie, Vegeta always comes to save Goku, but always gets his ass beat. How come you can't make Vegeta as powerful as Goku? He's not gonna destroy the world.
Look, I'm 100% with you on this. But I can tell you this. If you go see this movie, you will not be disappointed in that regard.
Yeah. When you see, that's all I'm gonna say.
It's true.
All right.
Question.
Who's around this side now? I'm losing track.
Is Frieza a Lakers fan or?
What is Frieza thinking?
So that's in reference to his new color.
New color scheme.
Assuming.
I thought he was like a Vikings or
What do you-
football. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So, I mean, for Chris specifically on this one, what do you think of his new color combination?
I said it in an interview yesterday. I think the golden form is more mocking and making fun of the Super Saiyan form. With the golden hair and everything. I think he's literally making
Like, I can
throwing
be
it
cold
back-
too.
And I think he's throwing it back in Goku's face just to be snarky.
Oh yeah,
It's true,
golden
it's true.
skin.
But Frieza has no hair, so something has to go gold.
The first 10 choices.
My hair is gold.
by the
There's no hair.
focus group.
I'm far more collectible now.
Exactly. We say it's Frieza's Academy Award form.
Yeah.
Whoever wins the next fight against Goku gets the golden Frieza.
I'm ready for my close-up.
Sub-Zero. Finish him.
All right, first of all, I've been a huge fan of all of you guys.
Thank you.
Since, like birth. That's where my brother introduced Dragon Ball to me. And
In the womb.
What was he doing at the hospital? No.
it was the doctor's fault. He had the camera right now.
So
This
his
is
brother
Dragon Ball.
Showing the camera.
So, my favorite character of all time has to be Vegeta. So, Chris, but I love all of you too. Goku,
It's alright, I get it.
your Super Saiyan 3 transformation is ridiculously
Thank
awesome.
you.
My question for you guys is you guys have been working on this series forever, and it is always great to come back and hear you guys, always reprising your roles, and it's been an amazing experience. And what has it been like for you guys to be able to continuously voice these characters that I've grown up with, and you guys have spent most of your adult life with?
We were not grown-ups when we started working on this either, so you are correct.
There you go.
And we grew up on this too. It's such a huge part of our lives. Like, there's no denying that. We've spent like a decade and a half working on this show, and just when you think it's gone, it just comes right back again. And
That's true.
I don't know what I would do if we weren't working on this show. I think hopefully you're all going to be in your 60s. I'm still going to be this dude in a wheelchair rolling around. Oh, 9,000 steps!
What's gonna happen when your wheelchair comes up to it? Never mind.
So I want to kind of elaborate on that one. So for you, Chris, in particular, what you do now full time, you have your own studio, Okatron 5000, which is where all of this was recorded. I mean, did you see yourself when you started working on Dragon Ball Z that this would literally become what you do and your livelihood from not just being an actor, but from creating more dubs and doing all that stuff?
I'm telling you, if I had not called this friend back, who sent me a page, that's how long ago it was, to call her about something, and this girl told me, hey, I'm working for this company, they have like 4 employees, they're called Funimation, and they've got this show, this Japanese cartoon that they're making, they're wondering if you might be interested in coming up and auditioning for it. If I had not returned that call, my whole life would have been different.
Yeah.
Okay? So if you guys are looking for like this point in which to destroy me, you can go back in time right then and you can stop it all.
Rub that email.
That's the moment. I would have had no idea that we were going to end up here. Even when we were working on the show tirelessly to try and get it on Cartoon Network, we were so focused on just trying to get this show done and recover from all of the pain and the screaming that we weren't even thinking about what this future was going to be like. And it's better than I could have possibly ever imagined.
And this trajectory is a little bit unprecedented in the industry. We got to re-record a series, do Kai, and then they decided that after a long hiatus, make another movie, then another movie, now another series. It's like, okay, I don't know whether the show has done that. Like I'm gonna be doing this as long as Masa. She's in her 70s now. I'm gonna be doing it as long as her. It's like there's not a day that goes by that it's like Goku and the whole character is so permanently fused in my life. I have to think about times. I have to think about my emotional state, how I felt without this in my life. I have to go back before 1999, and I actually feels like you're a different person. It's a surreal gift, and it's been nothing but awesome. So
It's a great question.
yeah. So thank you
so much.
Thank you.
Sub-Zero wins.
So,
Oh, you're over here.
Dear God.
Yes.
Come here.
Yeah, it's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah.
My question's for Chris Sabat.
That's me.
Yes. So, not necessarily who you prefer voicing, but Piccolo and Vegeta, which one's your favorite and why?
I like, and it's a pretty easy answer, I like Vegeta more than Piccolo. I'm sorry. I've just now divided the room. I like playing Piccolo because he's cool as hell, but Vegeta just has such an incredible backstory, and I almost find it comical how angry he is all the time. So if I can connect with one character over the other, I certainly connect with Vegeta for sure. Thank you. No, thank you. I'm not gonna look at you.
Alright. Hi guys.
Howdy,
Hey, nice to meet you. Like you guys are awesome. You guys were part of my childhood, just a part of everyone else here. I know you guys are amazing. You guys own up to these roles. So my question is more up to the return into Battle of Gods and Resurrection of F. You guys had to, after Dragon Ball Z, then the Battle of Gods came about. There's like a different character development with Vegeta, Goku. Everyone else feels different. How did you guys like accommodate this? How do you guys create this new persona and totally own up to it still?
I don't know. No, I'm kidding. That's a really deep, excellent question. We were never gone, so returning to it wasn't necessarily. We were kind of evolving along with the characters because we finish Z, then we do a game, then we think it's going to be over, then we do Kai, then in between Kai we're doing a game, and then we're doing another game. So I've never been away from portraying Goku for any greater length of time than a year, and it's probably less. So when it came time to do it, it was just like, I think one of the main things that factored into the performance nuance might have been the fact that it was new material.
Yeah.
Like we were so excited about.
Everybody's excited.
It wasn't like, oh, here we're doing the story again. Okay, we got to bring it fresh, even though we've done it 1,000 times. It was like, oh, you don't. When it's new material, it doesn't feel like you're working as hard because it's all new stuff.
New exciting stuff.
Yeah, so it's very inspiring.
Plus, there's no question about anything else that happened in the story.
No.
Every time we go to do another one of these games, or every time we're doing Kai or anything, there's no question about like what the story is. But this time, we actually had a lot of discussions about, okay, what does this mean, or like why is this happening, or what could it possibly mean, or
what does it mean for the future?
There's something. They start talking some language. Like, are they talking about working together, or are they talking about fusing? What are they talking about? We don't know what the future is for it. Right. And on top of that, there's this added pressure that so many people love it all over again. And it's going to be shown on such a dramatic medium that it puts the pressure on us. Like Sean was really worried before his recording session. He was like, Chris, I feel like I just want to make sure I'm like bringing my A game. I'm like, Sean, you guys brought it. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I just want to make sure I'm doing it. I'm like, dude, just do what you do.
Dude, I called you last week.
Just do it!
Sound okay? Did I sound like shit? Like, well, I was really worried. I still worry about it this day. I never feel, unless, we saw last night and I was very pleased, so I pat myself on the back.
This is the first time in like 13 or 14 years that we've begun having conversations again about where the future of this series is going.
Yeah.
Which, back 15 years ago, there wasn't YouTube, there wasn't pirated subtitled episodes to kind of look at. We were learning the show as we went. There's an energy behind that, and between that, growing up with it, and the fact that I think Sean's not just speaking for himself, I think everybody on the cast is always constantly concerned with, am I bringing the best performance I can?
Sure.
And the stakes continue to raise, so.
Stakes.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next question over here.
I'm giving her an evil eye. She can't even reach the microphone. She's so tiny.
Don't worry, I'm small too.
Wow.
Krillin's daughter has a question. Hold on.
Go ahead, Marin. Come on, Marin.
Come on, Marin.
My name's Alexa, and my question is, why is Frieza the only villain that doesn't wear any clothing?
These are the best questions I think we've ever.
Wait a second. Now, Cell didn't wear any clothes, did he?
Cell
was a nudie too.
Cell was a nudie?
His armor was grown.
I think it's because ultimately, Frieza's hero was Porky Pig. He's bald. He doesn't wear pants. It's there. It's all there.
Sure.
Or maybe it was because of the humidity was hot outside.
It could be.
Great question.
That was good. I like that.
Thank you.
All right. So my question is, when it comes to villains, Frieza to me is like top. It's like he's the king of the hill. Better than Broly, better than Cell, better than anyone. I don't care what anyone says. He's like the Palpatine of. Because if it wasn't for him, Vegeta wouldn't be the way he is. If it wasn't for him, Goku wouldn't have become Super Saiyan. So my question is, what were your thoughts, for the four of you, what were your thoughts when you first heard that he was going to be back better and better than ever?
I thought it was a natural fit. I thought, what better villain than the one that basically, just as you were mentioning, provoked so much of the development of these main characters. I heard someone once say, and I don't, it wasn't too long ago, but that, Boo and Cell were these kind of created entities of either evil or someone's evil intentions. Frieza is doing this all on his own. This is just Frieza's own sociopathic, nutty side. And I think that's what makes him the best villain.
Plus the outfit's cool.
When I found out that it was going to be Frieza, I had the same thought that I'm sure Vegeta had on the inside, which is like, oh yes. Because now, somebody deserves the opportunity to kick Frieza's ass really hard.
I was thrilled. I was so honored when I was asked to be a part of Kai, and have had so much fun. Frieza's absolutely delightful. He thinks he's witty, he thinks he's amazing, he thinks he's the best thing in the universe, and he's really not. He's very deluded, and he's so much fun to play with. So I was just excited that I was going to get to come back and do. I mean, I love doing the video games, but this was a little more than what we do on video games.
Yeah.
It was just a thrill to be back.
Oh yes. Sorry. Yeah, I was very surprised because I thought Frieza was like really. I think the thing that was surprising for me is that I did not understand how they could bring Frieza back.
Same here.
Because Frieza looked so dead after Trunks took care of him, exceptionally dead. So I was like, and it didn't even dawn on me that they could potentially use the Dragon Balls, or there could be some like floating in space and Frieza's not dead. Like I didn't really think about how. Because the Dragon Balls are rarely used on villains, so I was thinking maybe that was an option or something else, and so I was kind of surprised. I think Frieza wasn't my favorite saga, even though your performance is probably my favorite performance of any villain on Dragon Ball Z. Sorry, Chris. And Seven. And so I wasn't always my favorite, because I was fighting Frieza as Goku in character, so when Frieza comes back, there's part of me that's like, I thought we did the thing on the planet, it was a big pain in my ass, and now I gotta do it again, and can we just fight somebody new, even if it's equally annoying? But then when I finally saw the character design in the movie, I got really excited. Yeah. So at first it was like this weird part of me was Goku and groaning, because I thought we were done with it. But then I realized, wait, Chris Harris is gonna be doing it, oh, that's gonna be awesome. Oh wait, it's gonna be cool characters. Oh wait, it's gonna be in the big screen. Then I got really excited. That's my weird answer, sorry.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi everyone.
Howdy.
Hi. My name is Jorge from YouTube Reality Changers, and I just want to say, growing up, I had the time of my life watching Dragon Ball Z in English, Spanish, and in Japanese. And then I'm an adult now, and I have 2 kids, 2 girls. And so I remember asking this to you last year, Sean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when we were having lunch. I love your T-shirt, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
All these years have passed, and we have yet to see a female Super Saiyan.
Oh, that's true.
So, what is your... And I'm asking that because my kids, my 2 daughters are they're like little small feminists. They're like, Dad, what's going on? So, what are your opinions on not having any female Super Saiyans after all this decade?
Well, Super Saiyans or Saiyans, because there was a